So, as you well know, the big interview with Oprah Winfrey and royal family members Prince Harry and Meghan Markle was finally unveiled. It was a 2 hour interview that dropped some serious bombshells and shocked both the world and the British royal family. I'm going to delve into some of the major things that were revealed in this interview and briefly give my personal thoughts on these eye openers. Number 1. One of the family members made comments about how dark Prince Archie would be. Now, it was speculated by some that the person who supposedly made the comments towards Prince Archie's skin color was none other than Prince Charles. Honestly, before the news even came out, I suspected it was him. I just couldn't see Queen Elizabeth or Prince William stooping to that level. But based on several sources, Prince Charles seemed pretty panicky when all this came to light. And what do you normally do when you're accused of being severely racist towards black people? Why, you go on your social media and show pictures of you happily associating with black people. Nothing gets people off your back faster than that. Even Prince William, who is briefly commenting on racism in his family, is seen walking with his wife Kate and a black woman, who, surprisingly enough, is wearing braids and an African-inspired top. Okay. Number 2. According to Meghan, the royal family refused to make Archie a prince. And earlier sources, most likely the firm, claimed it was in fact Harry and Meghan who did not want their son to be a prince, which is probably bollocks. But here's where the problem lies. When a child is born from a prince's bloodline, in a legitimate marriage I might add, that child should already be a prince. There's no way around it. Number 3. Meghan claims she was so miserable that she considered self-harm and suicide. Harry says no one spoke up for Meghan in regards to the racial articles. Now here's what one YouTube commenter said in regards to this topic. When you live at your boyfriend grandma's house, you need to be grateful and learn to shut your mouth. Well, ain't that sweet? But how can you expect anyone to shut their mouth when there's racism and no support from the family that you are living with? This woman is attacked by the British media because of the color of her skin, and the royal family does not defend her. Meghan was not validated in her feelings, nor does she feel supported, which can do harm to anyone. I'm betting they're putting all kinds of pressure on her and stress, which no person can or should have to handle. Another person said, the lesson Meghan is giving young girls is, no matter how rich, famous, or even if you marry a prince and live in a mansion and never have to work again, you will always be oppressed. You can't make this stuff up. Now here's someone with some sense. Money does not solve problems. Being married into a royal family does not solve problems. There is going to be pressure. So much will be expected of you. The lifestyle you once knew will very likely be gone. Meghan did not know the full extent of what she was getting herself into. But once she did, phew. But she should really count her blessings that Harry isn't like his father and was actually there for her through the turmoil. Someone even said, Prince Harry is protecting his vulnerable wife the way he wishes someone protected his mother. Meanwhile, everyone is ignoring how the royal scroungers are protecting Sticky Fingers Andrew. And speaking of which, going into the last topic I'll be mentioning, Harry says his family cut him off financially and denied him security, so he had to use money left to him by his mother, Princess Diana. Combined net worth of $50 million. We are supposed to care that they were cut off because they refused to do their symbolic and breezy jobs? Breezy jobs? Not a chance, pal. As I said, as a member of the royal family, so much will still be expected of you, which could easily add mounted pressure. On top of that, Harry and Meghan supposedly had to spend money left to Harry by Princess Diana to get proper security. Now how pathetic is that? You're telling me that if the couple and the child get attacked on the streets, the rest of the family will just sit back, watch, and sip some tea? I find it quite odd how the family is totally cool with protecting a supposed sex abuser, that being Prince Andrew. A man who may very well be guilty. They sweep it under the rug and give full security to him while they leave a baby, the most innocent being ever, out for open season? What did the baby do to deserve so much resentment? Oh, that's right, being black. Or biracial. Okay. So, protecting a sex abuser is totally alright, but protecting a biracial baby is completely unacceptable. Well, that makes sense. One of Meghan Markle's most avid opponents is Piers Morgan. He has relentlessly attacked Meghan on the show Good Morning Britain since she ghosted him on social media. Here's what one person felt towards him. Piers Morgan is disgusting. He attacks Meghan for being a bully when this man attacks a pregnant woman verbally and through social media. That sounds pretty accurate. According to an interview he did a while back, he tells a story of how Meghan ghosted him after he paid for a cab ride so she could visit Harry. Now, no wonder he would try and turn things around and try to make her look like the bad guy. He's a man scorned. And I'm sure you know by now, he stormed right out during an interview on Good Morning Britain, and apparently he has now left the show. Apparently an investigation is underway following some racial comments he might have made towards Meghan. He can dish it out, but he can't take it. Now, in regards to Meghan and Harry opening up about the supposed racial comment that transpired within the palace, I've read many comments on YouTube and social media bluntly claiming that the couple are just doing this for pure attention. I mean, if they really want privacy so much, why would they go out and make this big show, right? I will say that if disgusting racial comments did occur within the royal family, then it should be addressed. Racism is not dead, and it is in all institutions, including the royal family. What's worse than racism is the denial that there is still racism out there. It's an insult when people are skeptical about the racism that people like Meghan Markle have experienced. That skepticism speaks volumes about what people refuse to see, what is right in front of their eyes all the time, and that some people have to experience daily. Queen Elizabeth released a statement several days ago saying that she was saddened by hearing the issues brought up by Meghan and Harry. She says, and I quote, "The whole family is saddened to learn the full extent of how challenging the last few years have been for Harry and Meghan." Now, I find it weird that she would say the whole family is concerned, given that according to the interviews, several of these family members started these challenges that the couple were forced to face in the first place. Continuing the quote, "The issues raised, particularly that of race, are concerning. While some recollections may vary, they are taken seriously and will be addressed by the family privately." Well, I'm curious to see exactly how the Queen will fix these issues brought up during the Oprah interview, and I'll be back to see whatever updates pop up in the near future. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and please check out my sneak preview and Indiegogo campaign for my upcoming film, Storage Room. See you next time.